Welcome back to Dummy Boy Finance. I'm Dummy Boy, and in this video, we're going to go over HUMBL. I've made a video this week talking about how big this week is going to be for HUMBL. We actually got some really great news yesterday that I could not cover, which I'm going to do right now, that I want to go over, as well as the charts, because things might be looking pretty nice right now in HUMBL. So the first thing I want to mention is our CEO today retired over $100 million worth of shares. So there has been countless amount of people talking about these preferred shares and how it's going to lead to tons of dilution and this, that. Brian Foote is literally one of the best CEOs that I have seen in a company in a very long time. This guy is putting up his own money for the success of us shareholders as well as potential investors. And so why do I say that? So he agreed to retire 9,350 shares of his preferred B stock that he owns, which is equivalent to 93 million shares. And so this is the second time Brian Foote is doing this. He has done this previously where he retired 500 million shares, and this was pre-split, and that was in 2020, but that was again at his own personal cost, and now he's doing the same thing again. And so when you buy a new company like they have acquired Tickery or as well as Monster, usually the company is going to issue out new shares. And so instead of issuing out new shares and diluting current shareholders, instead he is selling his own preferred shares and using that money to finance all of these acquisitions and these deals. So this move absolutely does not affect shareholders in terms of dilution. This is probably the best case scenario because the CEO is taking money out of his own pocket to make sure that us shareholders do not suffer. And so it says right here, the share retirement includes an overage allocation to cover shares that may be issued in connection with potential future acquisitions. So this $100 million is going to lead to a lot more acquisitions, and people should not worry about dilution of this company. And so from the man himself, whatever we can do to deliver great products and protect shareholder value at HUMBL will always be the focus, said CEO Brian Foote. We are actively seeking other HUMBL roll-up acquisitions, particularly in mobile payments and ticketing, which we will package into one seamless experience for customers. And so we already know that this company is an innovative monster. They are essentially an online bank, mobile payments, ticketing, digital assets, digital economy. These guys are absolutely everything bundled up in one. And so a lot of people were just shook on the back end of this company because of these preferred shares. I don't know about you guys, but people who have had this concern about these preferred shares, I hope all of that has been put to rest with not only this move, but the statement here by our CEO, our leader, our savior, Brian Foote. This guy is doing everything he can possibly do to make sure that we are taken care of. And there are people still trying to bash this company. I don't get it. I have never seen a startup run so well, and it's insane to me that people can even think of ideas to bash this company. And so this was major news in my opinion. I think this was probably one of the biggest issues that people had with HUMBL, aside from the zero revenue that was reported. This right here was probably the biggest back end issue that people had a concern with. And now that this is taken care of, and he has sold his own preferred shares to make 100 mil to use now for the company, is going to be astronomical, and that is going to show signs of great leadership here in the HUMBL management. And so now that is going to bring us right here to our HUMBL chart. And so on our chart, I've mentioned that we are holding a very crucial level of support, and we were in a make or break scenario here where either we are going to hold this level of support and we are going to continue to chug up, or we're going to get rejected by this level of resistance, which will eventually lead us to drift down. And so you can see we broke past this level, and now we are above this level of resistance. And so tomorrow is going to be massive. And so that is the day that we were waiting for. July 9th is going to let us know where this stock is going to go. So what we want to see tomorrow in HUMBL is our price action close above our 10-day SMA. Ideally, we would love to see it be above our 50 SMA, but because we are below both both our 50 and our 10. I want to take baby steps first, and I want to see the price action above and hold our 10-day SMA. Once it can do that, then we are ready to start pushing forward, and that's exactly what I want to see, because we've been rejected twice now. We were rejected yesterday, and now we were rejected today, and so tomorrow is going to be a huge day. Either we get above this or we don't. If we get rejected, then we could still see the price action linger, and we could see this price action just kind of straddle this support line. And so we will find out tomorrow a lot about this stock, and so I'm excited to see how it happens. It is going to be on a Friday, so that's going to be a pretty big day to close out a week here for HUMBL. I'm very excited. Like I mentioned, this was a huge week, and Brian Foote delivered with major news, in my opinion, that should only help the share price go up. And so I do think we have seen the bottom, but tomorrow will let us know more. If we get rejected by the 10-day, beware of lower prices. If we can hold and close above the 10-day, we might be starting to curl up. And so that is kind of where we are here at HUMBL. If you guys enjoyed this quick little update, don't forget to like. We are on the road to 10K subs, so if you made it to this point, feel free to hit that subscription button. This is Dummy Boy Finance. I'm Dummy Boy, and I'll see you guys in the next one.